Hey guys, I'm Rema. Lately I've been feeling empty and depressed inside. I've been feeling like I've been missing something, that there's something I'm supposed to find. So much so that it's even affecting what I do for myself. I don't feel like there's any point to it at all. So I'll just keep looking and searching for something to fill up the void that is my life. But there's no luck. But I've come to a conclusion that what I need is a relationship. Because as far as what I've seen, the moment I get a girlfriend, all my problems will be solved. Right?
Most strangers today have a very self-deprecating idea on love. The idea states that someone has to complete you, and you need that significant other / missing piece to become the person that you were meant to be. Now, Hollywood may not have been the cause of this idea or way of thinking, but it is beyond responsible for the widespreading, romanticizing, and just general portrayal of this opinion. Now, let's take these two movies for example. Let's take 500 Days of Summer and the more recent Disney Plus film, Stargirl. Now, these two movies focus on the main character, which is a sad boy, and in one way or the other is going through some kind of problem.
If I wanted to survive, it was better to lay low. I was gonna have to be just like everybody else. No one would see me. No one would hear me. I was gonna disappear.
The boy grew up believing that he'd never truly be happy until the day he met the one.
The problem is that the story makes it look like the only thing that can fix this sad boy, turns out, is when the new girl comes up and she shows at school, work, or whatever. Instantly, he's attracted to this girl because she represents everything that he wishes he was: happy, spontaneous, quirky, etc. Now, what these stories always end up being about is about how this girl comes into this boy's life, and just by being herself and existing, she gives him confidence. She helps him find happiness, leads him to where he needs to be, or gives him his first kiss, and turns out that that's what he needed all along. And the job of these female characters or heroines in this sort of stories is to fix the sad boy. That's help him to get to wherever he needs to go, or help him to become whoever he needs to be. Now, it might sound romantic. I love my partner so much, he/she completes me, only they can make me happy. But relying on someone else for your happiness is not just detrimental to your relationship, but to you as an individual. And here is why. Number one, it causes you to lose your self-esteem and sense of identity, as people who think this way often tend to see their partners as the center of everything, which makes them become extensions of their partners, losing their identity and personality to them, as well as depending on them for their self-esteem / security or confidence. Number two, it leads to physical and psychological abuse from your intimate partner. Now, this is because the moment your partner notices that you are emotionally dependent on them, this will make them take the dominant role and easily take advantage of the situation. Number three, sudden changes in mood. Now, an emotionally dependent person suffers from what is called dysphoric mood, and this causes a sudden change in the person's mood throughout the day. The person may experience depression, stress, or anxiety. Number four, it causes relationship problems. Obviously, emotional dependency does not pave the way for healthy relationships. Because someone completes you or because someone is your missing piece or other half, it doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is going to be all that grand or even work out well at all. Emotionally dependent people typically need a lot of support and reassurance from their partners, and their feelings of self-doubt, anxiety, constant need for approval, and manipulative behavior 10 out of 10 times leads to your relationship falling apart. I'm sure with all of this talk, some of you might be wondering, how do I know when I'm being emotionally dependent or I'm starting to think like this? Well, here are some signs that you should look out for. Number one, you believe your life lacks meaning without them. Number 2, you believe you can't find happiness or fix your insecurities alone. Number 3, you have a persistent fear of rejection. Number 4, a constant need for reassurance. Number 5, you feel empty and anxious when spending time alone. Number 6, persistent feelings of jealousy and possessiveness. And if any of the signs stop with you and you feel like you are emotionally dependent and you want to start fighting it, here are a few tips that will help. Number 1, practice being there for yourself. Number 2, develop some patience. 3, view detachment as a form of liberation, as sometimes our minds might convince us into thinking we need more than we actually do. Number 4, and most importantly, realize that your needs are not someone else's responsibilities. No one else, nobody in this world is responsible for your happiness. I made this video not to put down this opinion. I believe everyone is entitled to an opinion. Just as there are supporters for Team Aaron and Team Marley, everyone literally has an opinion, even though we know which one is. However, an opinion can become dangerous when it starts to have a negative effect on you and the people around you. And from all we've talked about previously in the video, this opinion is not just harmful to you, but to the person you plan on having a relationship with in the future as well. So I want to encourage everyone watching this video right now to curb people as well as yourselves from spreading or justifying this opinion any longer. And if you are curious to what I think an ideal relationship looks like, it is one that is less harmful and doesn't view your partner as your missing piece or your other half, but rather as your complement to you as a person. Meaning that you already have yourself figured out, and so does the other person, but the two of you go so well together. The key to this relationship is compromise and self-actualization. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you all for watching this video to this point. I will add that I feel like this video is going to be extremely long. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you all for spending your Valentine's Day with me. I really appreciate every single one of you. I make content on mental health and how to cope with emotional challenges that occur in our everyday lives. And if you think that looks good and you want to check more of my videos out, I suggest you click that subscribe button and you join the crew. So yeah, just chill out, peace out, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
남아준 네 눈이 너 좋아할 텐데